Hey, everybody. Hi, all my Instagram family. Hello, Facebook family. Thank you all for joining me tonight. We will get started shortly. Hey, Sandra, I see you, girl. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this Tuesday night. Hey, Shatera, I see you too. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. It is International Women's Day. So I will say to all of the ladies, happy International Women's Day. Women impact and touch absolutely everything in this world. And let's not forget it. Let's not forget what impact women make on this world. And I just want to thank you for all of the ladies that have supported me in my journey, writing my book, everything that I have done, from my mother to my sister, my grandmother, my girlfriends, all my sister friends, to every woman. Happy International Women's Day. So I'm going to give it another few seconds and I'm going to get started. We have a interesting, very interesting talk tonight. Thank you, Janae. I see you. Happy International Women's Day to you too. So, we are going to get started. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Jennifer J. Dove. I am also known as the authority on authenticity. I am a speaker, I am an authenticity coach, and I am author of the book Ready for More, A Woman's Guide to Becoming Fearlessly Authentic. So I teach high achieving women how to amplify their confidence, how to clarify and pursue their passions, and showcase their power so they can elevate their lives both personally and professionally. So I deal with women who have already had a level of success, like most of you who are watching me, right? Whether you're watching me live or watching me on the replay. These are women who want to go to the next level. And it really takes some soul searching and it really takes some work to go to the next level. So the women that I work with may be like you. They are high achieving, they are goal oriented, they are well connected, and they are game changers. And just like all of us, everybody has relationships. Some of our relationships we are born into. That's our relationships with our parents, with our siblings, our aunts and uncles, our cousins, all of that. Some relationships we develop as children. We all have friends that we had met in kindergarten or in third grade, or we took dance, ballet with, we took soccer, we played soccer with. And then we have really good sister friends, good girlfriends who have shared the sad times and the happy times with us. And then we have intimate relationships, our significant others, our spouses, our life partners. All of these relationships are important. But tonight, what I am going to talk about is when you are moving to the next level, when you are striving to go a step above, then new relationships are going to come into play. So, what I am going to talk about tonight is how we keep from destroying new relationships. Now, there are lessons to learn about how to keep from destroying relationships you already have, but we're not talking about that tonight. So, as we have all grown and matured and become adults, we have all become more cautious about how we approach new relationships. And I think you all can agree with that because we've all lived life, right? So, trust issues, deception, heartbreak, feelings that we may have been used, somebody used us, or feelings that we are misunderstood, all contribute now to how we approach new relationships because we have all of this. Some people call it baggage. I don't call it baggage. I just call it experience. You have all these experience with different people. You have experienced all these different things, and now you are bringing all of this to the table when you start new relationships. And so sometimes these things can make us cautious, they can make us wary when meeting new people. And because of these feelings and these things we have experienced, we can approach these new relationships from behind a mask. And when we start a new relationship from behind a mask, so some very interesting things can happen. So let's get into it tonight. So tonight's topic is, if you want to destroy your new relationships, then you should keep doing these three things. So, the number one thing, you all know I am an authenticity coach. So, the number one way to destroy a new relationship is to be inauthentic. Now, authenticity is a buzzword. So, as an authenticity coach, one of my goals is to ensure that people know what being authentic really means. That people know how to apply authenticity to their regular, everyday life. So, my definition of authenticity is very simple. It's just the alignment of your values with your actions and your behaviors. Just as simple as that. That simple. When those two things are in alignment, and they are in alignment consistently, then you begin to live in an authentic space. So basically, what you say you value and your actions and behaviors, when those things line up consistently, then you are being authentic. So the question to ask yourself about authenticity is, does how I live my life match up to the things that I say I value? If you say you value your health, if you say that you value being here for your kids, being here for your family, being here till you're 90 years old, but all you do is drink sodas and eat Cheetos and look at TV and never exercise, are you being authentic? Do your actions and behaviors line up with your values? So that's something to think about. So, when we meet new people, we are often unsure about who they are. We don't know what they want, and we don't know how they're going to react to us. So, depending on what type of environment you meet this person in, it could be work, it could be a friend introduce you, it could be a blind date, it could be anything. You may be cautious about what you reveal about yourself. Now, I'm not saying you got to tell everybody all your business, because that is definitely not the thing to do. But you may be reserved or act reserved when that's not who you truly are, because you're being overly cautious when you meet someone. So when you think that you have to look a certain way or act a certain way the first time you meet someone, and you're not being your true self, what happens in subsequent encounters? What happens when you meet them again? What happens when you like them and you start seeing them more often and talking to them more often, but you weren't your real self in the beginning? So now you're faced with a dilemma, right? What do? Do you keep acting the way that you were acting when you first met them, when you weren't being your authentic self? Or do you now let them see your real self, and then they're like, wait a minute, Jennifer's switching it up on me. Who is she? That's not who she was when I first met her. That's why it's important to be your authentic self all the time. When you first meet someone, it is very important to stay authentic. So when you do that and you're not your authentic self, you deny the other person the opportunity to get to know the real you. And you don't want to do that, because if that relationship turns out to be one that you want to cultivate and you want to grow and you want to take it to the next level, you are faced with a dilemma of not being your true self. So the solution to this is to always be authentic. Authenticity does not mean telling everybody your business all the time and everything you went through and everything about yourself. It just means that your actions and behaviors line up with what you say you value. That's it. So, number 2, if you want to destroy your relationships, then you keep doing this second thing. Come across as judgmental. Now, we all come from different backgrounds. We have had different experiences, and we've all been exposed to different things. All of that creates our worldview, and each person has a different worldview. I mean, 2 siblings can grow up in the same house with the same mom and dad and have totally different worldviews, because we all are different. So when someone's thoughts ideas, or opinions differ from yours, that doesn't make either of you right or wrong. You can't say, well, I'm right and they're wrong, because that's not necessarily the case, because everybody is coming from their own experience, from their own worldview. It doesn't make you right or wrong, it just makes you different. So expressing disdain, fear, judgment, or righteous indignation when you are just establishing a relationship with someone, that is a sure way to kill a relationship. Now, I'm just going to keep it all the way real. We all know someone that when they meet someone out the gate, they're like, I don't like her. She thinks she better than everybody else. I just, something about her. Now, it could be in the first 5 minutes. And we've all had people to say the same thing about us. Judgment, harsh, critical judgment when you just met someone, that is a relationship killer, because you're not giving the relationship an opportunity. So even when someone new shares something with you about who they really are or how they see the world, and you wholeheartedly disagree with them, that's fine. But you still don't have to be judgmental. You can still be kind, and you can ensure that the relationship goes no further. But do not get into the habit of openly judging other people when you first meet them, because once you go down that path, it's hard to get back. Once you get into that mode of everybody you meet, you are looking for flaws, you are looking for ways to judge them, it's hard to go back from that. Don't start it. You can disagree with somebody, and you can even say, you know what? I don't care too much for that person. And you don't have to let the relationship go any further. You can still be kind. Kindness is necessary because we don't know what people are going through. We have all had opportunities when we came to the table with people and we needed people to be kind to us because we were going through so much stuff. So extend that to other people. So that is the solution to being judgmental. Just be kind. Even if you don't agree with the other person or you don't even like them, it's fine. You no longer have to nurture that relationship. So I said I was going to give you 3 ways to destroy new relationships. So if you want to destroy your relationships, keep doing this third and final thing. Underestimate the person's value that you meet. Everyone is important to someone. Everyone has a place in this world where their presence is wanted, desired, and needed. Don't be the person that doesn't recognize that. Don't downplay people when you first meet them. You don't know what they know, and you don't know who they know. You may be surprised by what they can offer the world and what they can offer you. When you meet people and start new relationships, be it at work, be it a blind date, be it whatever it is, never underestimate the person's value. Never think that you are here and they are here. That will destroy a relationship. People look at what people do for a living. People look at where people live. People look at how many children people have. People look at people's marital status and make a determination on how valuable they are. You cannot do that. Everybody is important to someone, and you have to recognize that. It is gravely important that you recognize that. So every person on this earth is valuable. And a surefire way to destroy a relationship is to treat them as if they are not. Although you may not see it initially, everybody has a contribution to make in this world. Now, I do understand that their contribution may not fit into your world, may not fit into what you need, what you want, what you desire, and that's okay. But just keep it moving. You don't have to devalue them. So, what's the solution to underestimating people's value? Is to treat everyone like they matter, because they do matter. So, I'm going to recap. Tonight I talked about The three things that you need to keep doing if you want to destroy new relationships. So obviously, I want you to stop doing these things if you recognize that you're doing any of these things. The first one, you need to stop being inauthentic. Be yourself. I will say this again. Be yourself does not mean telling everybody all your business, everything that's going on with you, what happened to you when you were 5, what happened to you when you were 12, what happened to you when you were 28. No, it just means to let your personality shine through. You do not have to hide behind a mask. Don't do that. Because if the relationship takes off, the relationship grows, and you portrayed yourself as being someone else in the beginning, that is not going to end well for you. The person is going to think you switched it up on them. You turn into a different person. Number two, the thing that you need to stop doing that is a relationship destroyer is coming across as judgmental. Don't judge other people. Be kind. Even if you don't agree with them or you feel like you don't like them, just keep it moving. You don't have to nurture that relationship. And the third thing that you need to keep doing if you want to destroy your relationships is underestimate the person's value. Everybody is valuable. Now, even though you might not see their value to you, they are valuable to someone. They are important to someone, just like you are important to someone. So, value people. Treat them like they matter because they do. So, for all of you on Instagram and Facebook that are joining me live, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here with me on this Tuesday night on this International Women's Day. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. Put a comment and let me know what you think about this live. So, again, I am Jennifer J. Dove. I am known as the authority on authenticity. I am the author of the book Ready for More, A Woman's Guide to Becoming Fearlessly Authentic. You can get a copy of my book at www.jenniferjdove.com. There will be upcoming opportunities to work with me one-on-one. If you want to step your life up, if you want to change the game in your life, if you want to go to the next level in your life, I will be providing coaching opportunities. Send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook and I'll get in contact with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me tonight, Instagram. Thank you for joining me tonight, Facebook. I really hope that I will see you guys again soon, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. See you guys later. Bye bye.